Hello, my name is Arlene Gilliland, the CEO at Destination Port Stephens, and it's my pleasure to present this next session in the Small Business Big Impact program. Today we are joined by Rochelle McLennan of Hunter Region Business Hub, who will be presenting a session on driving customer engagement with Google My Business. As this is a pre-recorded session, Rochelle will be available to answer your questions using the chat function throughout the duration of the presentation. No need to wait until the end of the session. This recording will also be made available on this platform for another 3 months should you wish to share with clients and colleagues who weren't able to join us today. This session is proudly sponsored by Destination Port Stephens.
Thanks, Aline, and thank you to Small Business Big Impact Expo for having me on today. So as discussed, I'm Rochelle from the Hunter Region Business Hub. And I'm going to talk to you about driving customer engagement through Google My Business. So the Hunter Region Business Hub is running the Digital Business Solutions Program, which is a federally funded government initiative. The program has been designed to assist small business answer their digital questions. This service is offered at a low cost with high quality local digital advisors. This program supports the capabilities of small business and is available throughout New South Wales and the ACT. So for more information, you can head to digitalbusinesssolutions.org.au. So through the program, you can actually have one-on-one meetings with myself and also Kimberly, who's another digital business advisor. At the moment, this fee is completely waived. It's usually $27.50 an hour. So we can work with you one-on-one in your business, either via Zoom or we can actually catch up in the Port Stephens area. And have an hour of power to look at your business and in the digital space and help you with any technology that you need help with. So basically we can help with websites, social media, programs, anything like that. So today we're going to be talking about driving customer engagement through Google My Business. If you haven't heard of Google My Business, you might think that, or you might hear businesses say, turning the Google light on, and this is exactly how you do it. So if you don't have a Google My Business account at the moment and you start one today, in 6 months' time, you will wonder what you did without it. If you already have one and it's not optimized, today you're going to learn how to do this and it's going to be amazing. So what you'll learn, so you'll check how your presence looks on Google. You'll add, claim, or just log into your Google My Business listing. You'll update your profile, post an update event or offer or photo. Have a look at the importance of customer reviews and enhance your listing with services and products as well. So how Google shows you and your business. So for example, I just did an example. I just looked for florist. So when you do a Google search, you will see all the ads will come up first. So you'll actually see on the Google listings here that this says ad, ad, ad. And these people might be paying $1 to $4 depending on, or even up, depending on the popularity of the actual tag. So they are a cost per click. So if you were to search for florist and then click on this New South Wales florist, you would actually cost that business money, which is quite interesting. You'll see here underneath is a map. So this is actually the Google My Business listing. So these businesses have filled out the Google My Business listing and they're actually showing up. So Google already knows by location searches on your phone or on your desktop where you're located, and it will show local businesses that can help you with your inquiry. So as I mentioned, these are the Google My Business listings, and you'll see that this one has a flower, this one doesn't. So we'll make sure that your business looks perfect on Google My Business by the end of this as well. After the map with all the Google My Business listings, then it'll show all the search engine optimized listings. So I've talked to different businesses over the years, and people can spend a lot of money on Google on search engine optimizing their actual website, when in fact you can actually just put a Google My Business listing together and you'll show up before anyone who has organically worked on their search engine optimization. So how do you appear on Google? So for example, I'm also a cake decorator. I own A La Roche Cakes and Sweets. So I did an example on Google, and I just searched for cake shop because that's what I would search for if I was looking for my type of business. So before I looked for florist, if you're an electrician, you'd look for an electrician, etc., etc. So it's good to just see and do an actual review to see what your customers see when they look for your type of business or your business in particular. So this is the Google Map pack again, and you'll actually see my business name here, and my main category is wedding bakery. There's also another one that's come up under cake shop, which is cake decorating solutions over at Belmont, and their main category is cake decorating supply store. And also Baker's Delight at Belmont City has come up under bakery. So by looking at the type of business you have on Google, just by doing a Google search, you can actually see what other businesses are using as categories within your specific space as well. So this gives me the idea that, yes, I am a wedding bakery, but I also probably want to be a cake decorating supply store if that was a part of my business. I'd also put bakery, etc., etc. So you can get some ideas. So this is also how it shows on the map as well, and where everyone's located. So for example, if I was over here, I'd probably be talking to Designer Delights or Jeff's Cakes here, because they're quite close to where I live. I'd also look at the photos of the quality of the cakes that they're making and probably put my judgment on that as well. You can also see that they've got reviews. So I've got 25 reviews and my average review rate is 4.8. So for example, the rest are about 5 or maybe 3.6. I'd probably read the reviews here just to see whether people like me or customers that had actually had a good review of the business or not. So reviews are very important when you're talking about Google My Business. So let's get started. So you will need a Google account, which is free, and you're required to have a Google account to manage a business listing on Google. So you can log into your Google account if you already have one, and then you can actually claim your business when you search for it. If you don't already have the login details, you can press claim this business on the listing, and you can request the ownership. If not, if your business is not located anywhere on Google at all, you can create the business listing. So now we'll go into, if you did a search on your actual business name, what you'd like to do is make sure that on the right-hand side, you do have this, what is called as the knowledge panel. So it actually has the business name, all the Google reviews, the details and opening hours, locations, that sort of thing. Website, it also has a phone number to contact if you're on the phone as well. Underneath here, you can see products and listings and that sort of thing. So what you'd hope to see when you did search for your own business name is probably your website to come up first. Otherwise, competitors are more than welcome to advertise on your business name if you're in a competitive industry. Like I know solar is pretty competitive at the moment. Florists are definitely competitive. So if you were actually a well-known business name, you might find that your competitors are actually advertising on your business name when people search you directly. The rest of the other listings would be Facebook and LinkedIn, that sort of thing as well. So to manage your business, you just go to google.com/business, and then you can just sign in. You can also do this on the mobile version as well, and this is what it looks like. It looks like a little market stall, so you can just search for Google My Business in the Play or in the App Store that you do have, and this is what the mobile version looks like here. It's quite easy to do posts for photos and updates, that sort of thing. So once you've set up your business, I would recommend doing that on the desktop by going to google.com/business and logging in and setting up all the details on your computer. And then as you're just keeping the account active by posting photos and that sort of thing, treat it like a social media, and you can actually do it through your phone by just clicking the plus there for the posting. So this is the desktop version. So once you've logged into your Google My Business profile, you may have one or multiple listings under here. So you can see that I own A La Roche Cakes and Sweets, and I also have Corporate Cookie Co as well. You'll also see on the right-hand side here that both of these accounts are verified, and I'll go through that in a moment as well. So just select the profile that you would like to manage. So the verification process is once you've set up the business listing, you'll actually be sent a physical postcard through Google, and that'll actually go to a postal address with a unique code. And this can take, at the moment, it says when you sign up, it does say 4 to 6 days. However, it has been taking 1 to 6 weeks due to COVID. Yeah, so basically you just need to press the verification. If your business is mobile, or if you work from home and you don't want your business address published, that's absolutely fine. Within Google My Business, you can do this. However, it will need a physical location to post this verification code, and it can't be a PO box, so it will need to be a house address if you're a mobile business. So this is the dashboard. So when you come into Google My Business, so you'll see that we're on the home page here, and you're faced with a few things that you can have a look at here. So you can have a look and you can create posts and add photos, and obviously create ads, because that's Google's main game, is to get you to spend money with them. You can check your performance, which is just in this little section here, or you could share your Google review link here. And you can also look at your latest posts down here as well. So useful links are on the right-hand side of that page. And you can also see yourself through the map view, also the search view, and also share your business profile as well. So what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the different sections that you can update within the info section. So basically you want to just go slow and steady through this section and just make sure everything's absolutely correct. So have a look at the business name. So to edit these, you just press on the little pencil. So this is my full business name. So make sure when you log in that you actually make sure that your name is true and correct. You can also then edit the categories as well. So all listings are normally just have one category. However, if you press the little pencil here, you'll see that you have a primary category allocated to your business, and then you can add in subcategories. So this is the one that does show, and these are the other categories that I've added onto that. So when you click on this pencil, you can basically start typing in the type of business you have and find anything that's relevant to you. It is a finite list, meaning that you actually have to choose from pre-organized categories. You can then play around with the location. So here you can set your actual physical address. Otherwise, you can say that you only do a service area. So you can actually have that your mobile, that you don't want your business location listed there. So then you can play around with the different service areas. So for example, if you're a mobile mechanic and located within Saltash, and you only want to service the Port Stephens, Raymond Terrace area, you can actually put a catchment on that. So within these service areas here, you can press the little pencil button and you get up to 20 categories on there, so 20 suburbs basically. So you can see that I've put in Belmont, Bar Beach, Maitland, Singleton. If you service the whole Hunter, you can put in places like Lake Macquarie, Newcastle, Port Stephens, the city of Lake Macquarie, the city of Central Coast, that sort of thing. So when you do this, you only get 20 that you can add into that. You can also do broader ones like Australia or New South Wales, etc. It gets really difficult when you're thinking about overseas, because you can put in whole countries as well. So just think about the top 20 places that you want to service. This will just mean that when people are located within that area, that your business will show up for their location. Play around and have a look at your opening hours, making sure that these are true and correct for the days and times of opening. You can also put in your phone number here as well. I also encourage people to put in a unique code. So this will then customize your review tags and also your business profile tag. So it'll actually say gpage/your unique code /review type thing. It just makes it a little bit easier to be found. Put in your website address. You can add in different things like menu links. There are different templates for different types of businesses. So this is just a standard business retail shopping type scenario. There are different templates for accommodation, and that sort of thing as well, that gives you different options to put in there. So you can actually put in room rates, etc. So this is the profile checklist. So you can, as you're scrolling down, this is all still on the info page. So as you scroll down, you're just taking it section by section. You can play around with the products, and we'll go into this in a little bit more detail, but you can add in photos and prices against different products. You can also put in services. These are preloaded to do with the categories that you have selected, and you can also add in more. So it'll actually allow you to put in a description and pricing along within the service details as well. As you go further down, it also lists business features. So for example, whether your restaurant is accessible for disabled, etc., etc. And also down the bottom of this, and I've not got a screenshot of it, but it's very, very important, is to put in your business description as well. And you get 750 characters to put in there. And every bit of information that you feed into Google helps with finding and also spitting your business back out to the Google searches as well. So remember your keywords, and I'll go through how you can see what your keywords are in a moment. But remember your keywords and what your customer would actually be searching on Google for to find your business. So this is an example of the product. So it was within the info section, but it's also on its own on the left-hand side. So you can click on products. Now, this is a way to actually showcase the different types of things that you offer within your business. So you can add a photo. You can also put a description. It also has a price point there as well. So you can either put a single price, or you can actually do a range of prices there as well. As I said, remember your keywords when you put in your descriptions for your products and everything that you do on here. Now, if you don't sell products specifically, think about how you can offer your service or offer your business in a product sense. So, for example, a free quote to look at something, or yeah, you can actually put in a price range. So, for example, if you're a plumber and you needed your hot water unit fixed, it would be from whatever price it is for you to come on site and have a look, up to, you know, how much is the most expensive hot water unit or, you know, solar sort of system you could possibly imagine. These are just products. People can't, so it basically just takes you to your website for an inquiry, and you have different options within here for call to action. So it could be learn more or buy now, etc. So whatever suits your type of business. And you're not really wedded to those products or those prices as well. That's why it's good to have a range, especially if it's not a product specific thing that you're offering as well. So services, I'll just show you the back end of the services that I've located, I've added in. So for example, custom cakes, and it just says information about that and how much it's from, and talked about desserts, etc., etc. So it's good to just add in descriptions for everything that you tick on your business profile, only to add in keywords that you want to be found. So if someone was looking for Newcastle desserts, they'd probably come across my page because I've got desserts written in here in a service, etc. This is an example of a service and what it looks like. So there's no photos with services, but you can have, so you can have the service name up here, then you can say free, fixed, or from, and then you can put the price, and then you've got the description down here. So you've got up to 300 characters for each service. As I mentioned before, the unique code comes in here within your review template. So from the front page, you can actually click on the review link and you can copy and paste this. So it becomes really valuable for you to share by email to clients who have received your service, or to or on Facebook Messenger, or even on a social media post. You could actually put this review, you know, just calling out for reviews for anyone who's used our business over the last 12 months. We really appreciate your patronage, and we'd really appreciate a Google review from you. I normally, as a business rule, if someone writes back after receiving a cake from me saying thank you so much, I really loved it, I'll write back to them saying, thank you for your feedback. That's great. If you have time, I'd love a Google review, and send them the link so that they've just got it on their device that they've messaged me with, keeping the communication going, and they can click on it on their phone or on their desktop and give me a Google review. So reviews count. 84% of consumers trust online reviews, and I will always, as a business owner and also an online shopper, I will always look at reviews. So reviews also count to your keywords. So if my customers actually say, I had a great wedding cake from La Roche or a Sesame Street cake, then when people search for Sesame Street cakes, my business will show up first. So there's also messaging within Google My Business as well, and this needs to be turned on through the app itself. This is what it looks like. And you cannot interact with this feature through the desktop version. So you can play around with that as well. It just gives your customers another opportunity to talk to you and inquire about the types of services that you can provide. So getting noticed, Google rewards businesses who are proactive and interactive. So this is by making sure that your logo is true and correct in the photos section. So you need to make sure that that's in a square orientation as well. You can update your other cover photo. So when people search for my business, that's the first photo that will show up. So it will always have a higher viewer, and you can update this regularly. But by just posting in photos, you can show Google that you are keeping up to date, and yeah, your customers can see more about your business as well. So there's different ways to do this. As I said, on your phone, it's just that little plus icon. Otherwise, it was on the front page of the desktop version as well. So it's the Google My Business. So you can do a COVID-19 update, of course. It includes a status update and a link. You can do an offer. So this will allow you to put a photo, title, validity date, as well as a description, a coupon code, and a link. Products, so photos, names, prices, and descriptions, as well as a link to check out. And as I said, you can do different options here. So buy now or learn more, order online. And this is how the products are shown. What's new? So a photo, a description, and a link. An event, you can add in photos, titles, dates, descriptions, and links. And also it's good to track your performance as well. So having a look at this on the front page, it has how many people have viewed. So you can see how many people have searched, viewed, and also seen you on the map view as well. So it's good to make sure that you're just increasing those numbers. Search is either direct or discovery. So direct is by searching for your business name specifically. Discovery is the type of business that you are. And activity as well. So it will actually show you how many people are visiting your website from your listing, how many phone calls, and how many photo views, etc., that you're getting as well. So as I said, the direct is by looking at your business name, and then the discovery is the type of business you are. And you can change this for weeks and months as well. This is great for insights onto how people are finding your business as well. So for example, the top is Newcastle cakes for my type of business, or bakery, etc. So this will give you an idea of what your customers are looking for when they're finding your business as well. There's also map views on a timeline as well. As I mentioned, you can do this by month or by week. And this is customer interaction, so just showing those stats in a different line graph. You can also play around with your settings as well to get notifications. So I actually have my email notifications set on for Google My Business, and it sends me an email probably once every 2 weeks or so, and it just reminds me to go and post something to stay active there. It also shows you how many people are seeing your visits, your photos. So they send you through nice little emails saying your photos are getting noticed, which gives you a bit of a boost and makes you think, okay, I'll keep on doing this. You'll also, this is an example of an email update as well. It gives you a little bit of a snapshot on how people are finding you and how many. So thank you. I'll be available today at the Meeting Hub for any questions, or you can contact me directly by email to make an appointment, digital@hunttervalleyhub.com.au. So for more information on the Digital Business Solutions Program, that's the website address there. But I'd love to be working with different Port Stephens businesses. We are The program services businesses under 20 employees, 20 full-time employees with an active ABN within the Hunter, Port Stephens and Central Coast area. So I'd love to work with you, and at the moment our one-to-ones are free, but we also run workshops and also do guest appearances like this as well. So I thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Rochelle. That was a really amazing session with really informative information, and we appreciate your time contributing to the growth of small business in Port Stephens. Rochelle will be available for one-on-one appointments all day, so just pop over to the meeting hub and catch up with her at a time that's convenient. We'll see you soon in the next session. Thank you.